Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 20. Five. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20, now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, but he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion. Throwing on first down is Carr. That completes it again to Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Flush to his right. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes left side. The 20,
Bring in the second
10,
spring.
5,
Bring in the second spring.
and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot it there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with, they'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. That's caught by Waller out left side.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Drake. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Drake. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
He'll find Metcalf.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
To throw his Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On play action, Fields.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 yards for number 11. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's David Arnett picking it off.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now on first down, Drake again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On first and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Drake trying to run inside, but nothing there. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense. Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football. They'll roll him out right. And will be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, Mooney, what a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow. Yeah, will they make up for it? Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have
for with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Max Crosby able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.